My name is B Walk and welcome back to Copy Your Coin, where I show you how to copy your coin in the fastest growing market in world history. Okay, today we're going to talk about a brief update with Cardano. It's been a couple of weeks since I spoke about it, kind of a couple of the things and look at technically speaking, fundamentals, what I think, and moving forward. And then we're going to tackle another series coming up, and I'll talk a little bit more of that towards the end. Okay, but before I get to that, fam, I'm going to ask you to do three things. You already know. I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that alert button so that you know when fresh content is out from Copy Your Coin. All right, let's get into it. So I always start off with the fundamentals of looking at the market and kind of seeing how it is. Obviously, we got going coin market cap. We can kind of get an idea. Right now, the market cap is about 111 billion. Not very much change since I last spoke about it. Bitcoin has been hovering between 3,600 and 3,400. I think we're going to actually retest the lows, maybe 3,200, 3,000. That's actually good news, in my opinion, because I think we're going to put in a double bottom, something similar. As we look down here at Cardano, it's trading just below 4 cents, around 0.036. If you wanted to round that up, it'd be 0.037. That I think will be a good chance to get down under 3 cents. I will be buying some then if that's the case. So assuming that Bitcoin retests the lows, Cardano will be right there with it. As we look at the charts real quick, get an idea kind of what's going on. This is the daily chart. Look in here and you can see that Bitcoin has since fallen down and at the back part of 2018. And as we've tried to rally, get past this resistance at 4,200 and has not been able to do that. So it's been continuing to fall down. What I would be curious to see is how that's going to react going forward. So I think we're going to, again, I think that we're going to bounce here again, where basically where we were, the low looks like we touched about 3,200. So not quite 3,000. I think we're going to retest that and hopefully we'll see some buying coming in. I'll imagine that we will. As we look at the counterpart and we turn on look at ADA, at Cardano, again, it's kind of a very similar picture. We have the we have the ADA bouncing, the actual token bouncing here between 0.05 and really 0.037. I think we might break down and get to this point right here, especially if Bitcoin does actually go back to that point. So as you see, that would be a great opportunity. It is a little bit, actually, to be honest with you, this chart is still a little more constructive than Bitcoin. However, it looks trendless, and trendless hovering going slightly up or hovering going slightly down really doesn't mean anything. It's trendless. So all that means is that you keep your powder dry and get ready for a move. In this particular case, like I said, I think we're going to bounce here. So I'll probably be looking to add to my position. That's me. Okay, so as we get into it, kind of just talking about what specifically I like about Cardano fundamentally. And we can look at this. This article caught my eye, and I because I'm a big fan of Ledger Nano S. I am a big fan of that hard wallet. That cold hardware wallet. So to me, that's the ideal way of storing. Now, I'll probably, as I talked about it, I'm going to talk a little bit more about wallets in the next video, specifically when it talks about Cardano and they have the Yuri wallet and the dataless wallet, and kind of my thoughts on that. They got the Yuri synced up with the Trezor, and they actually have an app for Yuri on the Android. I actually have an iPhone, so they don't have that out yet. iOS, I think it's going to be coming out here shortly. But my preferred way of holding my storage is Nano Ledger S. On a recent note, I just saw, I just saw an article that talked about an individual who at a CEO ran an exchange and had a lot of clients' money on their hardware wallets and cold storage basically, and they died. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but just as a side note, please, when you're being secure, make sure your loved ones or someone knows how to access your investment should the worst case happen. Because if that happens, and let's say, as we say, Cardano, I think it's going to be big, and let's say it is big 5-10 years from now, and you're no longer here, that can't even help your people who are still here, and so that's a hard lesson to learn. I believe they said that was on the order of magnitude 190 million cryptocurrency might be lost because of various hardware wallets, cold storage that this individual used that no one knows how to including no one knows how to access, including his wife. So just as a side note, just for you guys out there. But anyway, as getting back on topic, so Emurgo basically is the commercial arm. They're the ones that are located in Japan, and they've been making strides while Charles Hoskinson and IOHK and the Cardano Foundation have been making strides as well, doing kind of the academic stuff, putting in the work and the programming. Emurgo has not only been doing that, but they've been creating the Yuri wallet, and they came out here and they're saying they're one step away from getting the Ledger Nano S. Since a lot of people in the community have asked for this, we, Emurgo, have decided to be the first to do the implementation and have it usable in Yuri. Trezor was easier to do than Ledger, so we started with that one, and it is already available in Yuri for Chrome. For Ledger, long story short, there are 3 steps for Ledger integration, and we're already done with 2 out of the 3 steps. Last step is just the UI to UX in the Yuri, which we already have an engineer working on. We'll let the community know when we have a 100% sure release date. We're as excited about this as you are and can't wait to let you all know more. So I do think this is a big deal for Cardano. I don't necessarily agree that it's going to be the start of a bull run. I think you're going to have a little bit more pertinent news than that. I mean, but I think it's a great news because certainly I know I am not alone in the Cardano community looking for a Ledger Nano S support. So I know a number of people. I've been on Telegram, I've seen on various message boards, Instagram accounts, other YouTube videos. A lot of people are looking forward to that. So hopefully this happens sooner rather than later. I'm hoping that it happens within the next couple of weeks. We'll see. Stay tuned. The last article I want to talk about is the Y2X. Now this actually happened a few days ago, but it's talking about how Emurgo makes a strategic investment into the leading digital merchant bank. This is big because, again, this is a digital merchant bank, so they're going to be specializing in cryptocurrency. And it's a number of experienced executives, technologists, and entrepreneurs. And again, they specialize in regulated token issuances, such as STOs, which STOs are security token offerings. So these are tokens that are backed by security, unlike some of the ICOs that we've seen recently, such as that BitTorrent. Those come online, but they're not backed by any security. So as such, security token offerings are going to be a little more in the space of regulation, if you will, and it's going to be backed by something. So they are going to be one of the leaders in that, and we at Emurgo, we as investors with Cardano, Emurgo is taking the lead as being a lead investor in this particular branch. I think that's great. So strategically, I think it's going to be a good idea because as the cryptocurrency and the blockchain grows, and it will grow, as this grows, there's going to be great opportunities for people to get involved in it, and you'll see that technologies, the cream is going to rise to top. You're going to have platforms that are going to rise and some that are going to fall. I think Cardano, and I know a lot of you out there feel the same way, is going to be one of the ones that rises. So anyway, this is a quick update. I know I hadn't posted a video in a while, so I wanted to get something out here. I will look forward to having my couple more videos that are going to be coming out here shortly. It's going to be talking about, as I said, digital wallets and looking at cryptocurrency wallets, specifically when it talks about Cardano, kind of talking about Yuri, dataless, as well as the options that are out there. And also I'm going to talk about some other ideas of which I've been kind of kicking around, kind of toying around with, and going to introduce here shortly. Okay? So question of the day. What do you think is going to be the bigger move for Cardano? Do you think that if they get into this leading digital merchant bank, do you think that's going to help them grow? Or is it so much that they're going to have the idea that they got this wallet, the Ledger Nano S support, that's going to help them grow? I don't know. Either one of those could work. In my personal opinion, I think we need some more information. I'm still waiting on that Shelly, which is due to be out here by the end of March. Okay? Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Copy Cool.